The Flannan Isles, a scattering of rocky outcrops, lashed by the unforgiving North Atlantic. Remote, desolate, unforgiving. These islands, often shrouded in mist and battered by relentless waves, have long been a place of mystery and intrigue. The sea around them is treacherous, with hidden rocks and powerful currents that have claimed many ships over the centuries. Here on the Isle of Eilean Moor stood a solitary sentinel, the Flannan Isles Lighthouse. This lighthouse was not just a structure, it was a symbol of hope and safety for sailors braving the perilous waters. Its light, piercing through the darkest nights and fiercest storms, was a guide and a guardian. Completed in 1899, it was a beacon of hope for sailors navigating treacherous waters. The construction of the lighthouse was a monumental task, involving the transportation of materials across rough seas and the building of a sturdy structure that could withstand the elements. It stood tall and proud, its light a constant reassurance to those at sea. Manned by 3 keepers, their duty was vital, their isolation profound. These men were responsible for maintaining the light, ensuring it never faltered, and keeping the machinery in perfect working order. Their work was demanding, requiring vigilance and dedication. The men who volunteered for this lonely post were a hardy breed. They were chosen for their resilience and ability to endure the solitude and harsh conditions. Their lives were a blend of routine and unpredictability, dictated by the whims of the weather and the needs of the lighthouse. Accustomed to the harsh conditions, they lived a life governed by the rhythms of the sea and the turning of the lighthouse beam. Each day brought new challenges, from battling the elements to ensuring the light shone brightly. Their existence was a testament to human endurance and the spirit of duty. They were linked to civilization by a supply boat, a lifeline to the mainland. This boat brought them essential supplies, news from the outside world, and a brief connection to the lives they had left behind. The arrival of the supply boat was a moment of anticipation and relief. In December 1900, that lifeline would sever, plunging the Flannan Isles Lighthouse into a mystery for the ages. The supply boat arrived to find the lighthouse eerily silent, the keepers nowhere to be found. What happened to those men remains one of the sea's most enduring mysteries, a tale of isolation, duty, and the unforgiving power of nature. December 15, 1900, a date that would be etched in maritime history forever. The steamer Archtor, on its regular passage, approached Eilean Moor, a remote island in the Outer Hebrides. The sea was rough, the weather stormy, but the crew was used to such conditions. The lighthouse stood silent, its light extinguished. This was unusual, as the lighthouse was a crucial beacon for ships navigating these treacherous waters. Captain Harvey, familiar with the routine, found this deeply unsettling. He had sailed these waters many times and knew the lighthouse keepers to be diligent and reliable. He sounded the ship's whistle, hoping for a response from the island. But there was only silence. The eerie quiet was broken only by the howling wind and crashing waves. A sense of foreboding gripped the crew. They exchanged worried glances, their unease growing with each passing moment. What could have happened to the keepers? Landing on the island, Joseph Moore, a relief keeper, made his way to the lighthouse. The door was locked, which was strange. Inside, an unsettling silence greeted him. The clock had stopped, the fire was cold, and there was no sign of the keepers. Moore's report to Captain Harvey was chilling. The 3 keepers had vanished without a trace. Their disappearance remains one of the most enduring maritime mysteries to this day. The lighthouse logbook meticulously kept offered fragmented clues. The last entry, December 15th, was written in a hurried hand. It spoke of fierce storms, waves like nothing I have seen before. Fear, it seemed, had seeped into the keeper's words. Earlier entries hinted at mounting tension. One keeper, Thomas Marshall, was described as unusually quiet. Another, James Duckett, seemed withdrawn. Was it the isolation, the relentless weather, or something more sinister that preyed on their minds? The official investigation, hampered by the challenging conditions, focused on the unforgiving sea. A rogue wave, a monstrous wall of water, was a terrifying possibility. Could it have swept the keepers from the cliffs? Evidence supported this theory. A crate of supplies normally stored high above the landing was found smashed. Iron railings bolted to the rock were twisted and broken. The sheer power of the ocean was undeniable. Section 5. Shadows of Doubt. Yet, doubts lingered. The keepers were experienced seamen. They knew the dangers of the Atlantic. Would they have been caught off guard by even the fiercest storm? Some whispered of foul play. Could there have been a dispute between the keepers, a fight that ended tragically, or had someone else come to the island, a visitor with dark intentions? Section 6. Whispers on the Wind. Local folklore offered more fantastical explanations. Tales of mermaids, sirens of the sea, luring sailors to their doom. Could the keepers have been enchanted, drawn to the depths by otherworldly beings? Others spoke of the Blue Men of Minch, mythical creatures said to inhabit the waters around the Flannan Isles. Did they play a part in the disappearance, dragging the keepers to a watery grave? Section 7. The Isolation Factor. Modern theories focus on the psychological impact of isolation. Confined to a tiny island, battered by storms, the keepers' mental state could have deteriorated. Could they have succumbed to paranoia, to a shared delusion that led them to their deaths? Perhaps one keeper, driven to madness, turned on his comrades before taking his own life. Or, in a shared state of delirium, they might have wandered into the raging sea, believing they were escaping some unseen threat. Section 8. A mystery endures. The disappearance of the Flannan Isles Lighthouse keepers remains an unsolved puzzle. No definitive answers, only tantalizing clues and chilling possibilities. The investigation, though thorough, could not penetrate the shroud of mystery that enveloped Eileen Moore. The theories, each with its own chilling logic, only deepened the enigma. Was it the raw fury of nature, the darkness in the hearts of men, or something altogether more inexplicable? Section 9. The Power of Nature. The ocean, in its vastness and power, reminds us of our own fragility. A rogue wave, a sudden storm, can shatter man's creations and claim lives without a trace. The Flannan Isles, constantly buffeted by the elements, stand as a stark reminder of this primal force. Perhaps the keepers, despite their experience, were simply overwhelmed by the sheer might of the sea. A tragic accident, a reminder of the respect we owe to the natural world. Section 10. The Call of the Wild. Yet, the human mind is a complex and unpredictable entity. Isolation, especially in a place as remote and unforgiving as the Flannan Isles, can breed strange thoughts and unsettling impulses. The silence, broken only by the wind and waves, can be deafening. Did the keepers, deprived of human contact, find themselves drawn to the wildness that surrounded them? Did they seek solace in the storm, a release from the confines of their lonely existence? Section 11. The Unanswered Question. The mystery of the Flannan Isles endures, a chilling tale whispered across the decades. The story begins in December 1900 when 3 lighthouse keepers vanished without a trace. Their disappearance has sparked countless theories and speculations, each more intriguing than the last. It speaks to our fascination with the unknown, our desire to make sense of the inexplicable. Theories range from the plausible to the fantastical, from rogue waves to alien abductions. Each theory adds another layer to the enigma, deepening our curiosity and our need for answers. The empty lighthouse, still standing sentinel on Eileen Moore, serves as a reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of the sea. The lighthouse, with its weather-beaten walls and silent rooms, seems to hold the secrets of that fateful night, secrets that it will never reveal. What happened to the keepers? James Duckett, Thomas Marshall, and Donald MacArthur were experienced men, familiar with the harsh conditions of the sea. Their sudden disappearance left no clues, no signs of struggle, only questions. Were they victims of nature's fury, driven to madness by isolation? Or was it something more sinister, more inexplicable? Theories of foul play, supernatural forces, and even sea monsters have been proposed, each adding to the eerie allure of the mystery. The answer, lost to the winds and waves, remains elusive, leaving us to ponder the haunting mystery of the Flannan Isles. As we stand on the cliffs, looking out over the restless sea, we are reminded of the power of nature and the limits of human understanding. The unanswered question of the Flannan Isles continues to captivate and confound, a testament to the enduring allure of the unknown.